Crimson Tide. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. In a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
It's caught downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. Rolls it in. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sellers. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in is this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive in the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll try to get outside. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback adapting. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Going up top again. Gets it to him on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecock.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Russell. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Cuevas. And he broke one tackle on the way into a solid pickup there. It's as if you're in goal in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Punts it out of the air. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. Open spaces. Touchdown time. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 9 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick pass on the fly motion. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy, breezy.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Horton. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Two hands is coached, you know, one hand optional. What a great one-handed stab.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. Got it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw at Simpson. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Smith. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He wants to go deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, in this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Miller with the ball. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll try it over the left side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach, I think, will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to take off. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the running back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. But I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Alabama will get the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on first and goal. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass, it's Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's reverse. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice, positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here we go. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on first and goal. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's got it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. to the air. It's Sellers. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. They run the reverse. Running to Green. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy getting up that 1st down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so you're running back.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it though.
They punted away on fourth down. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking left. It's complete. Breaks into the open on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, they're after him. Got it behind the line. It's Harbor. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Fires to the middle. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires downfield. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the middle. It's gone. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Still on his feet at the 40. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47 and a big run there. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Touch pass on the run. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Miller with the ball. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it. Redemption, atonement, missed earlier, but when it mattered most, he nailed it. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.